Good morning, everybody. This is Scott with the Believers Underground, Field Guide to Edible Wild Plants. Very good book to have. What to Do About Nuclear Waste, another important book. Very most important book, the Holy Bible. This is my companion Bible. I do got business cards now. What I'm going to try to do is send out a batch of these business cards to everybody who sent a contribution, or just letters saying, keep it up and stuff. When I bought a bunch of batteries and memory cards, I'm going to send some memory cards out with full videos to some of my subs. So if anything happens, that you guys can keep uploading these videos. I want to talk about space right now a little bit, since we're going through this very bizarre place in space. Now the moon is actually being compressed at this point. That came out of AP about 4 months ago. This part in the solar system that we're going through is just actually compressing the planets, all the planets in our solar system. So we look down on the Earth here, and my little books in my professor bag. But let me go over to the West Coast. Okay, now that sharks are coming up dead. I'm playing that video right now from Homeboy. Give me a sec. Okay, now this is the Baja California area. We've had a series of quakes come in through here because this water is sinking the ocean. Don't kid yourself. And it's sending floods in globally. This area over here, these oceans are going to try to connect. The Gulf of Mexico is going to try to connect. So these areas are in major bad area now. Okay, you're going to have storms, all kinds of different type of erosion events, earthquakes, volcanoes and stuff, until she finally does something in this area to help this water come through. Because you got all this water coming down from Canada all the way through the Mississippi, and it's all going to end up here in the Gulf. It's going to sink this area. You already got 32,000 empty holes from oil drilling, and either 27,000, 32,000 holes from the various reports, plus like 30,000 rigs out here. You had an oil platform sink out here after the Japan quake on 4/12, which they didn't even cover on the media. You had all the aquifers sloshing here in the United States. But you're starting to see more and more quakes happening down here. Here's Arizona. Here's San Diego. You had a 3-something off about 32 miles from Arizona, and you had another 3.2 right off the coast of San Diego, right here from Mexico. But you're going to see it's starting to create a lake system through here. And okay. Here is your San Francisco area. Now, if you go across over here, you're going to hit the Nevada area where you've been having a series of 4 earthquakes. Okay, you had another 4.1 earthquake here recently. You got laking systems going all through Sacramento coming out here. Now, the Hayward Fault is the one that I suspect is having problems right now. San Francisco is Santa Cruz, the home of the 49ers. Good old Trent Dilford, played at Fresno State. But, this area is under great stress. After that Japan quake, you had a bunch of water come into Santa Cruz, killed somebody there, as a matter of fact. Messed up a bunch of boats. But you had one type of fish come up dead, or 2 types of fishes, and they came up, by the tons. They had to report. They go, oh, we're going to make fertilizer with them. One of my YouTubers made not my YouTubers, man, we are the truthers, okay? This is the underground, man. Underground information, hardcore, and facts to go with it. Okay, so now we have another set of events. We had a static discharge, which I showed in another video, right here in Santa Cruz, and now you're getting sharks coming up in Redwood City, Santa Cruz area, and sharks are very resilient. They're tough as nails. This kid's tough as 9-inch nails, but nevertheless, they're coming up dead, and they're coming up from internal bleeding. So we're getting a static discharge coming from this rock. That's fact. we're getting earthquakes happening over here in Nevada across this line. That's fact. So there's a great pressure and stress right here off the coast of San Francisco right now, over by Santa Cruz. Now the ocean coast right here, Cascadia, she's tilting. Okay, I have that in a video with Willis Edison, one of my stud buds over here in California. Hi, bro. Yeah, I think Sonia and the Truth the Girls has a crush on you. I'm kidding. I don't know. He just loves the Truth the Girls to death. Hey, girls, what's up, man? You gotta have me back on your show again, or maybe you can come on my radio show. Anyhow, Cascadia coastline's tilting. Now, the Cascadia fault line runs 60 miles outside from the coast. Okay, so she'll have some 7 earthquakes. I really, you've had 3 6.6, 6.5 quakes last year as this ocean continues to adjust and readjust, but your coast is tilting, okay? Ocean floor sinks, coast tilts. Okay, eventually you're going to have continental rebound, and this coast is going to extend out. All right, that's just the way it works with this anomaly. So the same thing happened with the chili quake when I was on the Truth of Girls. I told them, the coast extended, and it did. Okay, I'll put that article and link in this video right now that they just released called Weird Science. Well, it's not weird to me. Okay, you just haven't heard it before. This is post-glacial rebound effect. Okay. Anyhow, this area, you got to listen to the earth. She's talking. Okay. Keep your eyes up. You catch any of the upper sky anomalies anywhere through here. One of my friends said they had some up here in Washington area where they saw a static discharge, and I never got the video for it. So make sure you carry your cameras with you and you spot that. You get those over to me so I can see them. I know there's a lot of times that, I have a zillion pages, of emails. I haven't even looked at probably 50 pages of them. But if something says warning, Scott, must see, lights in the sky, man, I'm gonna zero in on that report or on that email, okay? Or post it right on my channel page. Scott, yeah, that's better. Stick it right on my channel page. Scott, I seen a light. I have a video. Here's the link, and you put it right there on my channel page, okay? Any one of my channels, the 7/7 Underground, the Global Truth Network 1, or the Believers Underground. And the reason why I have 3 channels is because I got so much information that I have to put them on all 3 channels because I don't have enough space. YouTube doesn't give me enough of a page, and I don't have a website set up yet. It just says Believers Underground, and every time I try to upload something on it, it fails. So I don't know. Homeboy over there at I won't mention your name, over at the Conspiracy Theory. Hey, man, brother, come on, help me out, man. And Rob, I have a CD. It made it through customs. I should get it in the next day or 2. Rob's going to put it up on his store. I'm going to ask him to go ahead and do pre-sales on it. It has my projections for that have all come to pass, and more that are going to come to pass. It's a great CD. You probably want to get it. I guess it's not going to be released on Amazon for another 90 days or so. But that will help me also to buy batteries and send cards. I got about 300 videos out there already stashed all around the United States from places I went, and I just uploaded and left them on the computer. So in time, like I state, if anything happens to me, because nothing's for sure in life, man. Nothing. Only Christ. All right, that's it. As they're saying, oh yeah, May 21st we're gonna fly away or whatever. Wow, people, come on, man. Common sense. Common sense. That's why I give you the information, links, and reports. Okay, because the Bible is a book of common sense. Okay, you got 10 laws. Okay, they're the laws of love. You obey those, and you have heaven on earth. You disobey them, and man, all hell breaks loose. Now that you got incorporation running the thing, wow, all hell's breaking loose. Now this part where you see red zones are the highest urban populated areas, okay? And that is a very highly populated area off the coast of San Francisco. I mean, it is very highly urban, okay? You know, that's even where that dude from whatchamacallit is, that church that says they're going to get raptured out. You might want to read Matthew 24, okay? In Jesus' own words, okay? Seventh trump. There's Wichita, Kansas. That's where I'm seeing the other pressure. Now you've had a series of quakes on the caldera, and down here, right down here, you had that anomaly that off of West. What was it? Uh, Fort Worth, Texas. You know, that static discharge. Now they stated that it came from transformers that blew from a lightning storm. I didn't see any lightning. Um, the transformers could have blown, that's for sure. I would like anybody who's in that area to go inspect that area and get me some video on those transformers. Okay, you may have had two things happening simultaneously, and since I didn't see the thing that I'm looking for as far as a device being the cause of it, I have to rule that out. Okay, it's either from a storm or from the static discharge or both. Okay. Okay. Now, here is our solar system basically, and you know our group of planets. You know, I have one person talking heavily on Saturn. Very interesting stuff. Um, you know, it's relative to Satan stuff. You know, I don't get into the space stuff too much. I just don't. And I don't get into the different types of different things like that. And my plate's full with what I'm doing right now. But we're moving through a very bad place in the Milky Way, and then that was confirmed. They're using Gorski's methodology now. It's putting great pressure on the planets. We do have an asteroid or a meteor coming through on June 2nd that's going to be relatively close. And then we're going to have another one that's going to be coming through in November that's going to be very close. And now that there is an orbital wobble from this heavy weight being moved from one location to another location, because we're going to have 5 feet of new ice going in, or water going into the oceans, that's a heavy lead weight to be moving around, over 60% of our planet. So it's going to cause a lot of problems on top of what's going on in space.